Crash, crash, crash. Everything is crashing. I'm hearing stock market is just like tank, like 10% in a day. Tariffs are coming, though Canada is exempt for some time, but God knows what's gonna happen. Lot of chaos in the market, but at the same time, City of Toronto real estate is going up. So stay tuned till the end. Hey, this side Ashish Sharma, your realtor with Right at Home Realty Brokerage. In today's video, we're gonna unlock market stats, market updates, market insights I would call it, for City of Toronto. And remember guys, remember my followers, fans, that this video is only for City of Toronto. This is not for any other municipality. If you are thinking of any other, want to know, learn about or more about other municipality, check out, subscribe to my channel, and please like, subscribe and share. And if I'm not covering any particular area or property type which you want to know about, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you and assist you and navigate you throughout your buying and selling and investing needs. And if you are a real estate industry professional, visit unlockrealestate.ai right now and become a member today. Now without further ado, let's unlock real estate. Okay, so welcome back. So let's start with the average price, which is hovering around 1.11 million, which is up 2.2% year over year and up 2.2% month over month. Yes, we have seen an upward trend in the prices for the last 2 consecutive months for City of Toronto. And remember, this data is only for City of Toronto for overall housing category. If I'll be mentioning for other housing category data point, I will do mention with the housing category name. But majority of videos are for overall housing categories for that particular city. But if you want to know more about any particular housing category, let's say you are interested in freehold townhouse, condo apartment, semi-detached, detached, in any town, city in Greater Toronto area, Toronto and suburban areas and nearby areas, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you, assist you and answer all your questions, right? And don't go yet, because I'm gonna cover the visualization, how, where, what is happening, and gonna tell you the interesting facts, where we came from and what happened, what is happening currently in this market, right? And what can be happening, because we have seen a interesting number of month of inventory. Yeah, you can see that on the screen, but I'm gonna share some insights where we are coming from and where what can happen, right? So let's talk about the sales number. So before we jump on the sales number, let me give you some insights of the average price. So as 2.2 year over year increase we have seen, but semi-detached properties leading the way with 2.9% increase year over year, and in the negative side, least increase of negative 11.3%. So linked properties have seen a decline, in fact, year over year in pricing. That is the beauty of data. Right now, as on my screen, you are seeing 2.2% year over year for the overall housing category, but in an actual story, linked property declined in value, right? Now let's talk about the month over month. As you are seeing 2.2% month over month, but actually semi-detached properties increased the most by 4.9% month over month, but whereas link and condo townhouses decreased by 9.5%, right? Other property types also, but what's the point of me saying everything over here and you not coming and calling me? Right? So let's talk about the sales numbers. So overall 1908 sales we have seen across the City of Toronto for overall all housing categories, which is declined by 17.3%. And this is a good sign that we are seeing an uptick in the sales number by 24% month over month roughly, which is a good healthy sign that, and sales are increasing for the last 2 months consecutively. That's why our inventory levels are coming down now, which is required, especially if you are a seller in this market, because sellers were not getting a break, and finally looks like that they might get a break this time, right? It was full-fledged into the buyer's market, but things are shifting towards the seasonal factor, and spring is already, we are already into the spring market, so that is showing the signs as well, right? And when we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment is carrying around 49% of the sales. 49% of the sales in City of Toronto, condo apartment, whereas detached properties carry around 30 point something rough and change of percentage of sale of overall sales. So technically what it states that 80% of the sales come from detached and condo town apartments. condo, apartment and detached. Condo apartment take the overall roughly 50% of the overall sale of City of Toronto, right? So let's jump on the active listings. So there are currently 5126 active listings, which has been, it's not a lot, number looks big, but City of Toronto is huge. So it is dropped by 8.1% year over year, and 34.4% month over month. That's why we are seeing a sudden drop in the inventory levels, right? Now let me show you this interesting graph. Yellow line represents the month of inventory, and blue line represents the prices. Before I jump into this thing, let me tell you, if you go back and check out where I'm reporting the number of January, I was like shouting that time that January we might see the bottom again. Look at over here, 2 years back to back we have seen a January bottom for City of Toronto for overall housing, though every housing categories behave differently. And look what happened, that turns out right, because now for the last 2 months we have seen an uptick in the value, right? Now let's talk about the inventory. So what is inventory? Economics 101, right? Demand is there for real estate. If the supply will not be there, people will pay more price for that thing. But if the supply is a lot, people want to negotiate and pay less for that thing. As simple as that. Whenever we are seeing a higher inventory in the market, we have seen a downward pressure towards the price. And now you can imagine where things might go. If the sales trend keep on catching at the same pace but we are seeing for the last 4 months, as you can see on my screen, and the active listings keep on settling down somewhere, and this inventory, this is for sellers, not for buyers, this inventory keep on either stabilize or like this kind of setting or this kind of setting, then you might see an uptick in the prices across the board, right? And this again I am seeing for all housing categories, each and everybody's situation, each and everybody's price point, each and everybody's entry point, everybody's numbers are different, and housing categories, location, property types, a lot of different factor comes into the real estate. It's not a one shot game and 1 point game, right? So this is the start point to educate yourself. That's why I'm here. And if you are planning to buy, sell or invest, reach out to me. I'll be happy to assist you. Now let me give you an interesting facts. So as I said, 2.7 months of inventory, which we calculate monthly. We dig deep, we saw that condo apartment came down from, let me show you over here. For the last couple of months, it was leaning towards 6 months of inventory. Buyer side, yes, couple of months, 2 months it was on the lower side. Look at where it came back, 3.3 months of inventory. So we might see some pressure towards the price, and condo sellers might see some like interest coming back to the market if sales will be catching up at the same pace in the coming months, right? So on an average it is taking, let's talk about on the days on market. Sorry, I was showing the other report as well, but that's one of the very interesting report that is only available for subscribers. Not even, I don't even share that on the YouTube channels and stuff. So days on market, it is taking on an average 26 days for any properties to get sold in City of Toronto. And when we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment is leading the way with 32 days, and least amount of days link properties are taking only 12 days to fly out from this market. And remember guys, this data, this video, this information is only for your information and education purposes. This is not any kind of financial advice. Please reach out to the respective professional. I am a real estate professional, but this video doesn't state that you make decision based on this. Book a strategy call with me if you want to buy, sell or invest, and then I will cater your needs and help you navigate the market accordingly, whether you are a buyer, seller, and how we can position yourself, right? Do not make just decision based on raw data from the YouTube, because I'm just a random guy on YouTube as of right now, right? And if you are a real estate industry professional, visit unlockrealestate.ai and become a member today. Now, without further ado, say keep on learning, keep on hustling, keep on growing. Until next time, have a good one.